Hey everybody, welcome to Grave Mobile Gaming. I am Grave. Today we want to talk about Alliance Apex Arena. So, when it's time to register, as long as you have 10 people, and you apply for Division 1, Division 2 you want to avoid if possible, because you only get half the points. When you and your Alliance members register, you'll get 6 ships per round and up to 6 heroes per round for a total of 12 ships, 12 heroes. Your power only comes from a few things, and that's your ship level, your ship stage, how many stars you have, and the heroes. However, we'll talk about that more later on. Right now, I kind of want to talk about heroes because I've been seeing a lot of people do this mistake, and it's kind of bad. So each hero has 3 apex skills. It doesn't matter the level of the hero, though the level of the hero will unlock up to 3 skills depending on the level. So even at level 1, they still have their first skill, and the first skill is usually the best. So some skills heal, others will do damage to the back ships, some will do damage to all ships, some will have debuffs. So there's a lot of skills, and those skills are based, so if it says like 40% attack, based on the ship's power that you assign that hero to. So I've been seeing a lot of people putting heroes, and I don't want to say in the wrong spot, because there's no wrong way, depending on your gameplay and your playstyle, except for one hero that I would say is terrible, and don't use that one. Or not using any heroes. Anyway, back to the basics. So, you each get 2 hits, and damage is combined from the whole alliance. So depending on how many people you have, it's divided, your HP is divided among all of you. So for example, if there's 10 people, 1 dies, that's 10% health. The goal is to attack and do 50% damage, and to not get 50% damage done to you. So as you can see, I circled there, where that's only a quarter way down, it shows that that person attacked and failed one of the 2 rounds, and only did 25% damage, which is what makes this specific match a little interesting for me, because we're outnumbered 13 to 18, and they should be winning, which they still could, but because there's so few of us, they don't have to kill as many, whereas we have to kill more of them by getting full 50% damage hits. It doesn't matter if you kill the biggest player or the littlest player, the HP going away is the same, because everybody has the same amount of HP that goes towards the main. So, which brings me to my next point, is the ship placement. So you have 12 ships, 12 heroes. So, for the bigger players, this isn't really an issue, because we can put stronger ships in both marches and theoretically be okay. However, for smaller players, I'm using my alt here as an example. As you can see, the first round, he attacked with his strongest fleet, but I had my strongest fleet in the second round. Therefore, he was doing 25% damage, and he was attacked 3 times, and all 3 ended in a draw, which means I only lost 25% health, versus the 50, and they wasted 3 attacks that should have got them 150% damage, for the whole alliance if they had attacked somebody and won the full 50%. So that hurts them really, really bad. You don't want to do that. My guess is they weren't paying attention. And that happens a lot, so that's why I'm finally coming out and saying something, because if you remember back in the beginning of the video, I had circled all the bases that had 25% damage, and as you can see, there's a lot of draws in the defense. I instructed all my medium and smaller players to put all their best units in the second round. And it's been working quite well, at least for the last 2 months or so. Now, obviously, this isn't like some super secret trick. It's just a decision to put your best ships in one round or the other. And I'm sure other bigger alliances know this already. And that's not the whole point of this either. So, if you look here, he's using Barris on his main ship. That's the only hero I'll tell you never to use, because I think it's like 0.25% durability, and you want a good attack hero on your strongest frigate, because they do the most damage other than subs. You want like support heroes to be on a destroyer or something, and in the back, but it doesn't matter either way. I'm not sure if people know that when you attack, you can change your ships around to better adjust to the enemy's strengths and weaknesses. Because I just don't see how so many people fall for the strongest in the back. Either one, they don't know that 25% is less than 50, and that's bad, or they didn't know they could change their positioning of their ships on an attack. When you set up and you register, that is only for defense, and nobody seems to do that. So that was literally the whole reason I wanted to make this, just to kind of help people out, I like Apex Arena. It's pretty fun. It's a neat little thing. So, also, when the timer goes down, whoever has the most HP at the end wins. You'll get points for winning, and then you'll also get experience, and that experience accumulates, and once it reaches the end, it resets back at the top, so it just keeps going. So you can get those contribution medals, which when put into your collections give a nice little buff for ship attack, which is nice, and then the rewards aren't half bad. You can get the JFK carrier, EXP for heroes. That's my biggest thing. Jesus, that and JFK. You can get first class blueprints, golden agents. So it's fun. My best advice would be to look at your heroes, go to Apex skills, because that's the only thing that matters for Apex and Apex Arena, and see what you like, and then put that with a ship that would benefit that skill. So for example, like ships with like a lot of attack would get heroes that do a lot of attack skills, and then when you have like healing skills, you could put them on destroyers because they have high durability, and then like debuffing for enemy teams, you could put on subs. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but placement is key, I guess. Hopefully this will help some younger players or newer players currently on a platinum world. After World War League, if anybody from Gold World or Platinum World want to join, we'd be happy to help you grow. We do Blitz 80, we do Blitz 70, ASG 88, ASG 99. Everyone's welcome to join. That's all I got for today. Grave out.